What's up, VC? It's Todd God, Thrash and Zombie. This is a contest entry for Grown Man Record Night. Goes by GMRN. I just found this through Ron Haggerty's channel, Vinyl Pasta. Speaking of Ron Haggerty, seems like he deleted his old account, Ron Haggerty's Vinyl Sanctuary, and then started a new one. Got rid of all his subs for some reason and started over. I don't know what that's about, but you know, whatever. He can do what he wants. It's his channel, right? He was doing this contest entry for this Grown Man Record Night, GMRN. It's called Under the Cover 600 Sub Contest. Basically, you have to show 3 to 5 records you bought solely based on the cover. Prize is huge. It's $100 from either Amazon through PayPal or Venmo. That's a huge freaking winning prize. It's huge. Drawing will be held Wednesday, September 8th. Must be subscribed to enter. Leave a comment to let him know you entered. Simple rules, same as always, generally. Fairly simple contest. I mean, back before the internet, you know, if you went to the record store, looking through records or cassettes, back in the 80s, I bought cassettes mostly. And you didn't get a chance to watch if you're a heavy metal guy, if you're a headbanger, you didn't get a chance to watch Headbangers Ball. You didn't really see a lot of the metal albums or the metal bands, so you just go to the store and kind of see, oh, what's this? What's this? You bought stuff based off the cover alone, thinking, oh, that's going to be fucking awesome. Sometimes it was. Other times it was pure shit. I don't have anything that I didn't like. That I bought based on the cover. So everything I have here that I'm going to show, I have five albums that I bought solely based on the cover. They're all older albums, reissues basically. Yeah, but everyone I bought based on the cover. Hadn't heard of them before. Some of them are going to be a surprise. I mentioned this before with 3 of them that I didn't know who they were, and I've showed them before and I mentioned it before. I think I've done a video like this where I bought albums based on the cover, or maybe I was planning on doing it and I just never got to it. I'm not 100% sure if I did that or not. I'd have to go back and look at my videos. Anyway, so let's just start right off here with the first album I bought based on the cover. Never heard this band before. Quite a shock to a lot of people. My first introduction into really, really heavy music, and it's Metallica's Injustice for All. And since this is my first album that I bought based on the cover, first like thrash metal album, technical thrash basically, it holds a special place in my heart. My favorite Metallica album, followed by Master of Puppets, and then Ride the Lightning. Ride the Lightning has some great tunes on it, but there's some that I really don't like that much compared to Master of Puppets. I like probably about 95% of Master of Puppets and probably 85% of Ride the Lightning. But this album, I like 99% of it, and I saw the cover, and it was number 1 for the week or whatever, like I've said many times to anybody watch my videos, number 1 for that week or that month or something. When I went into the store, it was number 1 in the number 1 spot, and I saw it. It was interesting. Never seen Metallica before, so I bought this, and the rest is fucking history. I freaking became a complete metalhead that wasn't just glam or sleaze metal or whatever. You know, I was just listening to Motley Crue, Poison, you know, Skid Row. Actually, Skid Row's not really glam. But anyway, like glam metal So yeah, and this got me into heavier shit. So Metallica and Justice for All. What a great fucking album that is. And then these next two, I don't remember which one I got first. I want to say it was this one, Entombed, Clandestine. This cover just caught my eye on the cassette. I mean, it looks so much better on the vinyl version because, you know, it's bigger. You can see a lot more. But the cassette, when I saw this, and the way the writing was for their logo and just all this shit in here, I was like, what is this? You know, I'm just going to steal it. This is what I did. I stole it. I had a problem back then. I didn't steal a lot, but cassettes back then were fucking expensive. They were like $12, $13, it seemed like. So, but yeah, just this cover, and then when I listened to it, I was blown away. The buzzsaw guitars and the guttural vocals he has, the speed and the killer fucking music on here. It's so good. And nobody in my group that I hung around with was listening to shit like this. They were listening to Metallica. They were listening to fucking the Big Four, basically. You know, stuff that was like played a lot on MTV at the time. Headbangers Ball. I mean, Headbangers Ball was good for bands that didn't get played a lot. They got some exposure, but you didn't see this during the day on MTV, so I wouldn't have known. I didn't get to watch Headbangers Ball a lot because in the East, where I am, Eastern United States, it was on at fucking midnight on a Saturday. And yeah, I could stay up sometimes, but a lot of times I wasn't even home at midnight. You know, I just was out. So, not really out, I guess. I was just tired from fucking school, so I didn't really stay up. I never remembered to fucking tape it or anything either, so yeah, Entombed. And then this one is Death, Spiritual Healing. My first introduction to Death. This like the last two, holds a special place in my heart. Yeah, is it their greatest album? No. Probably near the bottom of their albums for how good it is. I mean, it does. Like I said, it holds a special place in my heart. Fucking songs on here like Low Life. The other ones. Living Monstrosity. Within the Mind is great. The title track. Genetic Reconstruction. Killing Spree. I mean, there's not a bad song on here. It started to go more toward technical death metal than straight up death metal. It talks more about social issues and shit as well, drug abuse and shit like that. So I mean, but yeah, Spiritual Healing, awesome covers, man, so good. I have all the Death albums, reissues, but I have them all. So, and then these two are newer ones I've gotten in the last few years. Actually, I got these three in the last few years as well. But these two were ones... the first three I got when I was in high school, and I had them on cassette, and I remember them from then. I got them on vinyl. These two I had never heard of, never had a cassette, and this one's Agnostic Front. I kind of had heard about these guys recently in the last, 20 years. Never actually got around to listening to them or anything. Didn't know what they sounded like. And this is a reissue. I think, or a reissue possibly. But it's a very short album. I believe it's hardcore, not like metal. But I got the album. I cleaned it, brought it home because it was used. And the funny thing is, I started playing it on 33 RPMs, 33 and a third. And it sounded weird. It was like really slow. I'm like, is this doom metal? Doesn't sound right. So I had to look. I took the record off and I was looking and looking and looking. And I couldn't really see anywhere. So I changed the speed. 45. And boom. There it was. It's 45 speed. But I really like this too. I mean, songs are really, really short. It's hardcore, like I said. It's like under 2 minutes a song. You know, it's fucking less than 30 minutes for the whole album. Fucking probably even like 20 minutes. Who knows? But I enjoyed it, and you know, got me into trying out hardcore bands as well, like the Cro-Mags, which was just re-released, the Age of Quarrel, Black Friday, or not Black Friday, the Record Store Day, second drop. I like that too. So I could have picked that as well. Never heard Cro-Mags before, but it wasn't off the cover anyway. But this was, because it looked interesting. I mean, it's just minimal, nothing really. I heard the name, but I didn't know the music, and I saw the cover, and Victim in Pain. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So. And the last one is a band a lot of people know in the BC, and I had no idea. It's just this ridiculous cover. This Axe, Nemesis. I guess this is their third album, I think it was. Just an alien creature with a fucking guitar axe. Just really weird. That's why I bought it, because it was like that looks really strange. I thought it was like psychedelic, maybe like shit or something. But it's hard rock. I mean, people know that Axe. It's a pretty cool band. So yeah, I got that. Couldn't tell you any of these songs, but one of those bands that I listen to so much music, I can't remember everything. And some stuff actually sticks in my head. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Other stuff that just kind of listen to, I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool, and then it's gone. But yeah, there's my five albums I bought based solely on the cover. And congratulations, 600 subs. I think he mentioned in his video that it only took him 8 years to get to 600 subs. I don't know if that's a joke or not, but that seems to be the trend for a lot of channels. Slowly moving, mine's slowly moving. Cloudy Milder took him 6 years to reach 1,000 subs. So just keep plugging along, I guess. Eventually, hopefully, you'll get to 1,000 subs or something. Who knows? Anyway, that's the contest entry. Till next time, rock on.